Hello, hello. We have two sets of items where each item has a weight and a value. And we want to group them by value and compute the sum of weights. So we can just have a dictionary that I don't know why there are like two arrays. Doesn't seem to matter. And also the condition that there's no duplicate in values don't really seem to matter. Unless I'm getting something wrong. Six, 3, 9, 4, 5, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 7, 1, 7, 2, 4, 7, 1. Looks correct. It's a bad pair if I is smaller than j and. Okay, interesting. So this just means that, well, it's easy to count the number of good pairs, and then we subtract it from the number of total pairs. And good pairs is just like, we can group them by value minus index. It's not an int, so, well, we can do an int. So, no, it's not x, it's x minus I is equals 1. Okay, it's 0 index as usual. The number of total pairs is so we consider like unequal pairs, which is n times minus 1, and we divide them by 2, where n is the length. I hope I got this correct. And each one of them gives, like, it's the same formula. V times V minus 1 divided by 2. 5, 0. Great. Type. That must pass after the completion of a task before another task of the same type. Okay, looks like simulation, because we have to complete them in orders, and it doesn't really make sense to like not take a task when you can possibly take it. And each task can be completed by the in a day. So we have a dictionary, which is days of like the day where the same task is taken last time. Prev is the previous day where the same type of task is taken. So it's either p or minus infinity. And either we can do it right away, or we need to wait this many days where I might be making it off by one mistake. So it's like the number of whole days that needs to be skipped, which means that if this is 0 first, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 minus 1 equals 3, so it's like space plus 1. And it's like min of what am I doing? So this is a number of days that's already passed? Or like do we, yes, it's a bad variable name. It's called t, no, day. And of course, we also need to update it by day. I feel like I'm making some off by one mistake here. Where did I pick? 9, 6. Okay, great. Any two elements that sums to. So it doesn't have to be elements in the array, I guess. And like it's replaced in place. Oh gosh. It's complicated. I feel like it's a greedy thing. And not too difficult. Sorted in non-decreasing order. So it doesn't make sense to break the last one and then we go from back to front. So it's easier to reason in the way that we like sorted in what am I talking about? So if we go from back to front, we want to make it in non-increasing order. And like when we go to a certain number, we suppose that everything we've seen already is fixed, is done. That's the invariant of our algorithm. And then for the next number, we have, so we want to break it into even parts. Unless, like, breaking it into even parts will take more. So actually, let me think. I'm just thinking about the case where does it make sense to say, say suppose we have a 6 in the end and then we have an 8. So it makes more sense to break it into 4, 4 than like 6, 2. But then what if in some cases breaking it into 4, 4 is not optimal? Does there exist such cases? That's what I'm thinking. I feel like it shouldn't, but I don't have a proof yet. So maybe let me like code it first. Like for simplicity, okay, no, it's too much space. Like, for example, if we have a 3 in the end and we have a 9, what am I talking about? Like, I'm thinking, does it make sense to break a number into 3 parts to begin with? Or like, we first do it 2 parts and then, like, what about the carryovers? That's what I'm thinking. So maybe I don't invert this because then I can pop it. So like while something, while true, while nums. And if the current one is greater than the previous one, that means we have to break something. That seems to be, well, is it really that simple? Probably not. Okay, and we don't want to pop when we're not done. How does it work? Got all the indentation rules. File. Zero. Seriously? Mm-hmm. So it's not that simple. We want to make a division such that the result is the closest to. Okay, that's my second guess. Like I'm just like trying all the things that I can think of. Otherwise, we divide it evenly. And the last one is the rounded down number. So like, how do I call it? It's the number of division we need to do such that it's smaller than. So it's like round it up. And then so I forgot to reassign. just to be certain. Okay, great. I hope the round answer doesn't count too much towards the rating, because I feel like it's a rather simple contest. Like, if I'm lucky enough, I would still be global top 100, which I guess wouldn't be the case because there are still 4 minutes till people catch up. Okay, I'm going to do code forces right now. Thank you.